Hey guys, this is Jason with Ray of Light Tarot. Happy Sunday morning. I am here to do your Aquarius reading for June 15th through 30th of 2019. This is going to be the Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have Aquarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or your soulmate does, this reading might be resonating for you pretty well. So I'm doing that reading now, and I've got to come on and I'm going to be on in a few minutes to I'm redoing the Gemini video for yesterday. That one didn't come off. That wasn't right. It may have been right for some people, but there was something that felt like I needed to come back. I woke up knowing I needed to do Gemini again, so that's down and I'm redoing that. But this is the reading for Aquarius for June 15th through 30th, 2019. Aquarius. So if you or your soulmate has Aquarius in their chart, this may be for you. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius. I'm going to say a quick intention and get it started. Hey, doing well. Welcome, guys. If you need a personal reading, the information is in the description. You cannot currently go through my website to book a personal reading. You send payment for the reading, 30 minutes or an hour, based on what you want in the description, to the app, the payment app, either the Cash App listed or the PayPal. And in the notes section, put your contact information, and I'll get in touch with you to get it set up. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. Thank you, Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. Thank you for connecting me to Aquarius and their soulmate for the ones who are most in need of this healing guidance at this time. Thank you for the clear and direct messages for them. All right, guys, let's see what's going on for Aquarius. June 15th through 30th, 2019. Hope everyone's having a nice weekend. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I can't see shit. What's the energy for the soulmate or soul partner or divine partner of Aquarius for June 15th through 30th of 2019? Show me what's up. There's definitely some communications issues going on with Aquarius and their soulmate. I think it's probably got a lot to do with some energies retrograding. Let's see. Tower. 5 of Cups. The Moon and King of Swords. Queen of Swords. This could be a reading for if you're an Aquarius with a twin soul on a twin soul journey. This could be for you. With the King and Queen of Swords, they came out right next to each other, guys. When this happens, this is going to be a strong reading for somebody. That's a true pair right there. That's probably a twin soul. And it doesn't mean that you're both air signs, even though this is air energy. Which denotes Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't mean you're both air signs. It could be representing you because Aquarius, this is your representation, King or Queen of Swords. But the reason they're both coming out that way is more to denote to me, as the reader, that it's a true match or a twin soul reading. It's not necessarily to reveal that you're both air signs. It has nothing really to do with that, usually. What's the overall energy for this soulmate? Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, wow. This is definitely, guys, whoever this reading resonates for, this is probably a twin soul reading. Somebody's energy, the energy is coming through really powerful for you or your soulmate right now, twin soul. Look at the overall energy, the 4 of Wands and the Star, and you got the King and Queen of Swords that came out here. So this is going to be about, and this is obviously based on the other cards, this is going to resonate for someone who has been in no communication. I mean, this is a twin soul journey that's gone through a no communication period. You've got the Tower here, and then the 5 of Cups. And the Moon, okay? So something really bad or painful has gone on here, and it's, oh, wow. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to read the comments, and if this doesn't fit your situation, I'm sorry. It's not always going to fit everyone's situation. So, like, if you're getting proposed to and you're having all these things, this probably isn't a reading for you, but it's okay. It doesn't have to. It's not going to resonate for everyone. So this is a situation where these two people are they're not just coming into each other's awareness. They're not just coming into each other's orbit suddenly. This has been going on. I can feel this is a situation that's been ongoing. These two people have not been in good communication recently. In fact, they may have actually been in good communication until just recently something really happened. There was a trigger and something fell down, something fell apart in this connection. And I can see that there with the tower here, something fell apart in this connection, and one of them was left, you know, really not focusing on a lot of happiness. It kind of like threw someone's entire focus off here. But see, guys, the reason these things happen like this, look what happened. Then you've got this transformation that's coming in, this spiritual transformation. That's what the star is representing for me. So that actually allowed this person to be, sometimes the universe wants to get you alone, right? The universe needs to get you all alone, where you can be reaching out for help to people and no one's going to listen. And it's not that no one cares, it's that they're not going to be able to hear your cry for help because they're just not able to hear you, because that's the energy is there for you to be by yourself, and because sometimes it takes being all alone to recognize that you're not alone, that there's no such thing as being alone. That doesn't exist over here. There's no alone here. There's a lot. You've got guides and help on energetic levels and in unseen places that are there assisting you in ways that you don't even know. But this person was left really, really in a place of kind of sadness, loss, disappointment. That's what the Five of Cups is. Only to recognize that they have a lot there still. Those two cups are not spilled over. They're not dumped. Those things are still standing. There's a bridge to get back across to that big castle. So there's a lot still there in this card. It's just about perspective, and the perspective is recognized here. That's what this transformation is. It's leading this person to recognize what they have in their life, what they have, what the gifts are before them, because you could choose to look at this card and say, wow, I've got a lot of sadness in my life. I'm alone, I'm depressed, I'm sad. The same person another person could look at this and say, who's had a tougher time than whatever this person's gone through, and they could say, hey, wow, there's two cups here. I've never had two cups in my life. That person's got two cups and they're depressed. There's a bridge there that gets you across the water. I've never seen a bridge in my life. There's a bridge to get me across that water. I don't have to swim. I don't have to find my way. So this is all about perspective. And if you are somebody who's had a lot of these things here and you've lost them, yeah, it's hard. What if you're coming from the perspective of just being grateful to have those two cups that are there that are standing, and that castle's just walk across a bridge to get to that nice castle? It really changes your perspective, and that's why this happens sometimes, guys. This person had to lose a lot because maybe they weren't appreciating it. Maybe they weren't appreciating what they had, or maybe they were appreciating, but maybe they were appreciating it too much. Maybe they needed to realize that that's not where it's at. That's why sometimes we lose all of the connection to recognize where the true connection is. And sometimes we lose these things just because we don't appreciate it. So one perspective can be appreciating it too much, one can be not appreciating enough. But there's lots of reasons that this happens, that the universe has to put us in this position. But it ultimately comes down to really appreciating what is there, what remains, and that vibrating that gratitude is what's going to get you more to be grateful for in the first place. So it's kind of like, to me, it's like a reset button that got hit for this person, and it was so the universe could remind you how to play the game. The universe had to, you weren't playing the game right, and the universe had to remind you, this is how you play. You have to start from a place of gratitude, and that's how you get to the next level. The moon is here, and the moon is representing all of those things, all of those feelings, all of the things still left unsaid and undone between these two people that are on this journey together. And they're still on this journey together, even though they're separate in this experience. So this transformation's coming in. This transformation, which is leading to a wish come true and to ascension, is coming in. You've got the King and Queen of Swords here. That's a true pair, right? And certainly the King of Swords represents you, Aquarius. This is a true pair with you and another person that could or could not be an air sign. It doesn't really have to do with that. But this is your card also, Aquarius. I mean, there's so many signs here of this being a really, really important time in your life, 15th through 30th of June, 2019. And the final card is the Six of Swords. So you're ready having gone through this, maybe this is the last time this had to happen, right? For this connection, this period of separation, because this one's been through some cycles. This isn't someone you're just meeting. That's clear here. I can feel the energy is it's established. So this is moving into a future together, right? There's two people and a child in this boat. Someone's doing the rowing and someone's in the boat along for the ride. There is still some conflict coming. You've got the Five of Wands. The 5 represents change. The number 5 represents change, and there is conflict in that card. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. The Tower wasn't a bad thing if you think about what it's led to. Look at that. The Tower came out, and then 2 cards later, you're coming into a potential full union with somebody. So the Tower was definitely not a bad thing, right? It was a good thing. Was it painful? Probably. But what it led to is amazing. And so this is what you've got coming. If you're Aquarius or the soulmate twin soul of Aquarius, that could be what's coming for you in the month of June. Let's see what your side looks like, Aquarius, or the soulmate, depending on how it flips. Wow. Hey, Christina Maria, welcome. Let's see. Yep, if you need a personal reading, we would get you taken care of. I've got some I'm working on today. After I do this and the Gemini reading, I'm going to get to those. What's the Aquarius energy? June 15th through 30th, 2019, Aquarius. Knight of Swords, Temperance. Eight of Swords. Magician. Okay. So you've got the overall energy is the King of Swords. That's your energy again. You're coming out King of Swords. And you've got the Ten of Wands, Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Temperance, Magician, and the Ace of Pentacles. So no towers here on your side, Aquarius. that's the light news, the good news. You do have this Ten of Wands, though, kind of leading out of the gate. So it's been similarly heavy starting this thing out for you as it was for the other side. The Ten of Wands, though, you know, I mean, I don't know if I would prefer the Ten of Wands over a tower or a tower. Probably the tower, just get it all done. But yeah, this is definitely, you know, a similar energy. There's definitely some mirroring going on as far as heaviness and wanting to get to the end of this. You're rushing toward that Ten of Wands. Well, you're stuck between the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands, but you're rushing toward that Ten of Wands. So you're ready to end this cycle of heaviness that's really been a lot of work, more work than it should have been. And I think a lot of what's happened leading up until now is you guys have been triggering each other. I mean, you know that if this resonates for you and you're in this connection, you've been triggering each other a lot. And you probably, here's what it is. I can tell you, I understand the twin journey completely. So what's going on is you guys are in these situations where you did something, they did something, something comes up. Maybe nobody did anything. Maybe something came up. Whatever it was, when it comes up or when it happens, it feels like the biggest deal in the world. It feels really bad, right? And it feels really uncomfortable, and it really is hurtful or painful or enraging or frustrating. The fear signals all go off in your mind, and it hurts. And then it leads to usually a fight or a separation, no communication. And then about a week later or 2 weeks later, whenever you start to think about it, a month later, whatever, when you go through what happened, you start to think about it and you think, why was that such a big deal in the first place? Like, why did that bother me? Why did I even care? Like, it just doesn't, you don't really understand why a certain thing. Now, there are some triggers that you do understand why they're a big deal. There are many of them that you do, but for the most part, in these situations, a lot of the things that trigger what's deeper seem really silly when you look back on them. Somebody's stuck here, though. Like, this is a mental prison that you've been in, and you don't have to be like this. It's good that you were like this, because the Temperance card is saying that has allowed, just like that tower and that clearing allowed the soulmate to, or twin soul, to really come to a recognition of what they had to be grateful for, how to work the system, how to use the law of attraction properly. It's also made you realize where you needed to balance things out, where you needed to maybe not be so, you needed to moderate, where you needed to maybe not be, and use temperance, where you needed to not be so liberal in the way that you do things, or use things, whatever it may be. I think there was a lot of behavior modification that's happened for you, Aquarius, recently, and that feels like that's a big thing for you, was like modifying behaviors. And I'm not going to go into the details of what that could be. It could be anything, whatever it is for you. But that's the word that I feel like they want me to use for all of these, for you guys, generally speaking. There's been a lot of behavior modification recently, and positive steps. And then with the Magician here, this is really good. So Temperance, and then the Magician, and then the Ace of Pentacles. Man, I love this. I love when it comes out like this, that you can just see how things are incrementally changing for the better. It came out really clear. Like on your side, it feels very incremental changes for the better. On the twin soul side, and I'm calling this a twin soul reading because that was really clear on the other side, right? On their side, it feels like just sweeping change, right? Sweeping change, major events, sweeping change. On your side, yes, major events, but it's happening very incrementally. It's almost like you're doing you're handling one thing at a time in order. And I don't feel like the universe is giving you more than you can handle, but it's giving you a lot, right? It's debatable, right? It's giving you a lot. And so I like how Temperance is moving right into the Magician, because what else is going to make you more capable of manifesting than being balanced, than this relationship being balanced, your chakras being aligned. That's how when your heart chakra is open and not blocked by a bunch of crap, and you've dealt with things and released them. When your heart chakra is like that, that's when you can manifest good things into your life. That's when you can manifest. That's when you can use your intuition properly. That's when you can do the things you really need to do to put you on your mission and on your path in this journey, right? And that's what's going on here. So this feels good. All of this feels good for you guys, and it feels like the biggest thing is, don't try to rush things, because I get the energy here with the Knight of Swords that as this, whatever this was that came out, whatever this represents for you, specifically, through this general reading, whatever it represents for you specifically, don't rush anything, because I definitely get the feeling with the Knight of Swords rushing toward this ending that you're wanting. I mean, sure, if you love somebody, you want to get reunited with them. If you have this twin soul, you probably want to at least get to a place where you guys have good communication and can try to understand what's going on together, right? You don't want to be in a bad place. I get that, but don't rush these things. Like, this is good to take your time and allow this healing to happen in the most organic way that feels right, because the less we try to control it, the better. Like, that's a lesson I've learned a long time ago. The less that I try to control things and I just let them happen, the better. And so this feels a little bit like I'm rushing to make all of this go away. But it's happening nicely here with the Temperance card, and then the Magician coming in, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, this is a divine gift, but you did manifest it too. You co-created with the universe. The universe didn't just hand you this pentacle that you're going to be offered at the end of June. You co-created it with that Magician card. You co-created it with the universe, and that's the most beautiful things, those manifestations that you helped bring in by cooperating. You just cooperated with God, and you brought this stuff in for yourself. It's a beautiful thing, and I like it. I think this is really exciting and really nice, guys. Definitely some reunion coming in really soon for this couple, this twin soul. And like I said, I don't see, it doesn't have to be Aquarius and another air sign. It could be. You could be, if you're Aquarius, because it came out King and Queen of Swords, it could be Aquarius and another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be Aquarius and a Sagittarius. It could be Aquarius and a Virgo or Gemini. There's no telling. I mean, it could be any signs there. But the reason it came out King and Queen of Swords was probably because you're the King of or Queen of Swords, Aquarius, and the other was just to show the match, right? The true pair. That's more the point of that. Because a lot of people ask about that. Well, does that mean that it's those two, that it's those elements are the two? No, it can, but it doesn't mean that at all. All right, let's see what the romance angels have to add to this reading. Yeah, if you need a personal reading, you can book it by making payment to one of the apps listed, the Cash App or the PayPal listed in the description of the video. And just make your payment, and in your notes section of your payment, include your contact info. And I get in touch with you right away to find out whether you want to do a schedule a live or do a recorded. And for lives, it's a day out, a day or so out, and we'll get it done. I had a few people schedule live and recorded yesterday, and they're all set. Working on the recordeds today. Retreat. Religious factors. Yeah, a lot of that twin soul stuff. Okay, you've got retreat, religious factors, and very soon. So it's time to disconnect from the world. This religious factor card, I don't love this card. What it's really basically saying is that your spiritual path and your love life are connected. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Not exactly your religious upbringing. To me, it's more about the fact that you've been spiritually awakened. If you're on a twin soul journey, there's that spiritual connection to your love life, and it's all kind of connected in one thing. And then very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is about manifesting, guys, and this is saying make sure that you're setting your intentions clear to the universe. Don't be vacillating back and forth between, do I want this or do I want to walk away? Oh, I'm frustrated. Oh, I'm tired of this. I'm walking away. Oh, but no, I really want it. No, that is not setting a clear intention to the universe, and that's not going to get you anything that you want. Whether you're talking about a loving relationship or, financial success, whatever it is that you're looking for in life, you have to set that intention clearly by deciding clearly what you want and setting the intention and staying with it. There has to be some consistency to the universe there, no matter what this is about, okay? But the universe is saying to you, if you do that, then you're going to get what you want very soon. Okay, so that's the positive side of that, of doing that. All right, guys, I hope you have a nice rest of your weekend. I've got to do Gemini next. I've got to redo the Gemini video, so I'm going to come on and do that.